Okay, today we have a beer we haven't done, of course. All these beers are beers that we haven't done yet. But we also have a style we haven't done and a brewer we haven't done. So we'll try to move past this as quickly as we can. This is Grolsch Premium Lager. Of course, you've seen the logo many a time. Comes in this kind of no-frills green bottle. A lot of the European beers come in the no-frills green bottle, like the Heinekens and Carlsberg and stuff like that. 5% Euro Pale Lager. Comes into us at 72 on Beer Advocate, 14 on Rate Beer. So not the greatest ratings ever. Getting a lot of 70s in these beers lately on Beer Advocate and a lot of lower scores on Rate Beer. Rate Beer calls it a premium lager. Beer Advocate calls it a Euro Pale Lager. Rate Beer defines premium lager as a beer that kind of straddles the line between a pale lager and a pilsner, whereas Beer Advocate labels it a Euro Pale Lager. They say it's a popular style. With olden times, the lagers were pretty popular in European countries, so they brewed their own. The hop flavor is significant in Euro Pale Lagers. So there's the style for you. The brewery is in the Netherlands, so this is a product of the Netherlands, founded in 1615 in Enschede by Willem Neervelt. Actually, he founded it in Grenlo. They brew it now in Enschede, Netherlands, and yes, this beer is now a part of the SABMiller conglomerate now. Unfortunately, SABMiller's buying up all these, breweries, and this is one of them. Now, I can't really base it on any difference of taste. I think the one thing that SABMiller is doing with a lot of these breweries is they're kind of just letting them do what they've always done, but they just kind of own the brewery. So they're not taking it over and say, hey, we're going to eliminate your product and make it Miller and brew Miller overseas in your Grolsch brewery. So Grolsch is still around, and I don't think it's going anywhere. And it's been a part of SABMiller since 2008. So last 6-7 years or so. This is the Grolsch Brewery's flagship beer. 95% of their sales are for Grolsch Premium Lagers. So they have a lot of premium lagers out there. You can get this basically anywhere. I mean, it's not really hard to find. So we're going to put it into this Pokal glass. And as we do, it's another 11.2 ounce bottle, which is popular in Europe. And I kind of carped on it before that I'm not a big fan of the 11.2 lower ABV bottles because, I mean, if they were above 7-8%, then it's fine to have a little bit less volume. But when you're talking about 5%, get the full 12 ounces. Europe, change your system. All right, anyway, we see a very thin head on this. It's very golden colored, carbonated. And just a very thin head. I'm getting a little bit of a skunk quality. This beer, another problem with the green bottles is they any kind of light. I'm not talking about sunlight. I'm talking about just any kind of light. If they've been refracted for a little while, you get that skunk smell from these green bottles. I just don't know why they keep brewing beer and putting them into these things. August 7th, 2015 is the drink by date, and it was just right there on the shelf with everything else that I've been drinking, and that nothing else is. It gives me a skunked smell, and when you have a brownish bottle or a darker colored bottle, I should say, than this, it usually doesn't come out that bad. So I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, let's get the aroma now of Grolsch Premium Lager. Yeah, faint corn smell. As I said, still a light skunkiness on this. It's just not. It's just kind of your run of the mill. Lager kind of smell. Almost smells like an American adjunct, if you ask me. So let's get the taste now. Interesting aftertaste. You're probably going, how can you say aftertaste when you just took a sip a second ago? It kind of starts off as an adjunct. Let me try another one. Starts off as an adjunct, but it has a permeating mouthfeel to the back of the throat, which is a little bit different than a lot of the other lagers and adjuncts and stuff like that out there. Ingredients taste a little bit fresher than the rice and corn crap that we're used to in the U.S. So I like that. I don't even know how to classify this. A little bit more about, yeah, it does have a little bit of a hop bite to it in the back of the throat. Definitely. And it's strange aftertaste. I'm trying to think like almost like a I don't even know how to I don't even know how to describe the aftertaste. It reminds me of like it's gonna sound awful, but it reminds me of like an attic, like like the smell of an attic, like when you're getting your Christmas decorations or something. It kind of gets that has that kind of taste to it in the back of the throat, or it would transfer from smell to taste, I should say. Uh, Interesting beer, not a great beer, but it is a different beer. It is a different kind of tasting beer. I'm gonna go ahead and give Grolsch a premium lager. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Appearance is not that great. It's a little skunky, and this damn green bottle they keep throwing at you doesn't do well either with the sunlight or the regular light, like any kind of light. Um, but it's a good beer. It's got a little bit of an aftertaste, and overall, I think they did a decent job with it. Not one that's going to wow me over though. So Grolsch Premium Lager, 6 out of 10. Thanks.